Alright, hey guys, so I talked to you in my last video about wanting to sit down and talk to my brother Dan about the short film adaptation of The Raven that he's been working on. And so we're doing a production meeting of sorts right now in the Elmblad basement, and I just wanted to kind of take whatever 5 minutes and talk to Dan a little bit about what we've got on the table here and about how we're moving forward with the production. So I'm gonna switch angles here and you're gonna be looking from my perspective. So what we've got here is a series of note cards, but first and foremost we started with the script. So Dan wrote out this script. When did you start working on this?
I had the original idea maybe 5, 6 years ago when I actually started working on the script proper, sitting down to write it. It was probably late June, early July, but the idea of the visualization of the film has been extant in my head for years in some form or another.
Okay. So we had Dan take this script and write it out formally. Now this is going to be a silent film, and King Charles the Rapper is going to be composing a soundtrack for it. So all these items in the script are actually what's going on the screen. So once we had a good idea of a script, we gave it a few rereads, and then what I had Dan do was translate the script into storyboards. So what we have here is how many storyboards? How many do you know? Like 200 shots?
50 or so.
50
well,
or so?
50. A lot of them are, a lot of shots are actually drawn on multiple cards because there's a lot of movement involved in there's a lot of work with TV screens that cut from shot to shot to shot. So while it's technically all one shot, there's different individual sequences. So maybe one shot takes up 3 cards. So
Okay.
I think the longest one takes up 6 or 7. So yeah, there's around about 50 shots in there.
Okay. So we've got these series of storyboards here, and they're all, pretty basic, but they demonstrate exactly what's going on in the shot. So now, tackling this from a production angle, we have decided to break it up into locations, and we're going to keep the shot numbers that correspond to the actual cards, and we've got a bunch of dates set out here, and we're going to use this calendar for benchmark dates as well as when we actually want to get the editing and stuff done. So you'll notice that these bottom sections are not filled in, and that's because we're sort of filling out those parts of the plan as they come about and become relevant. So we'd like to plan this out, knowing everything that we needed to do in order to get this done, but a lot of these things we're not going to know when to do the final tasks until we actually have the filming done. So I just know that I want to try to have this done before Christmas, and that's kind of the time frame that we're working on. So really, it's the shooting is going to be done in a 4-week period, and we needed a couple of things. We need some props, and then we need an actress, and we need a couple of different locations. So we've got a pretty good idea of where we're going to be filming this. This weekend we're going to go out and do some scouting. We have a male actor, that would be our brother Josh, and then we have a couple of ideas for a female actor, actress, whatever, for an actress, for the lady in the film, but we haven't quite got that nailed down yet. That's another big task that we need to take care of. And then one major technological aspect that we're trying to overcome is the female character is going to be appearing on a television. So we actually need to pre-film some canned content and then find some way to put it onto a TV. So I've got a couple of ideas on how to do that. That's what we've been discussing tonight. And I hear Josh coming down the stairs, so let's talk to him as well.
What's up?
Hey, man. So what do you think about the fact that you're going to be in a film that we're talking about producing right now?
I'm going to put you in the movies. They're going to make a big star out of you.
They are. They are going to put me in the movies. And, you know, all I got to do is act naturally, really. You know, that's it. That's all I got to do. It's really simple, actually. You know, I've read the script. I've looked at, I think you've done more of the storyboard since the last time I looked at it, but I've seen at least like half of the storyboard, and like really all I gotta do is be all like staring off into the distance all sad and shit, which is basically what I do.
Yeah, that's broody.
Yeah, I brood.
It's Edgar Allan Poe. It's broody.
Yep.
All right, so I guess that is really all that we really talked about tonight. Obviously, as I develop the concept of what this podcast and webcast is going to be about, I will also be in the process of producing this film, so this is going to be one of the many things that we're talking about as I discuss entrepreneurship in the media arts. Anyway, I am Zach Elmblad from Elmblad Media Group. These are my brothers, Dan and Josh, and we'll be talking to you soon.